Hey, it's Maya K again. So I'm up, can't sleep, so I figured I'd do another video. What else am I learning in Korea? Um, One of the biggest things that I'm learning is letting go. And it's really amazing what God will show you when you're planted somewhere else. And sometimes, in life we walk away from things that are known, the norm. We're not really sure what we're doing, but we have to just know that in that moment, in that time, that God is still using us. Like today, I'm gonna be honest, like I don't know what's next. And I am a little nervous. I'm a little scared. I can admit that. I'm like, okay, God, I got 2 months left in Korea. I'm not really sure what's next. But what He has me doing is living in the now. And every day I push past that. I'm like, how do I live in the now? How do I live in the now? No matter what your fear is, let it go and trust God. He is changing and moving. And know that regardless of what you're thinking, can I really do this? I'm not really sure. How can I do this? How can I have my feet planted and do right? And how can I? It's okay because that is a normal thing. It's unknown. You don't know what to expect. Um, and I just want to encourage you because it doesn't just happen at the beginning, it also happens at the end. And you have to just ask yourself, like, okay, well, what can I do right now? So sometimes worry and fear may come over you, but being strong and knowing who you are and remembering where you come from and knowing that there are people who love you and however that love came, whether through friends or family, just know that at the end of the day, they're believing in you. There's somebody who's like, I wish I could have done that, and they're like, you can do that. You know what I mean? So you show them when you walk out on faith, you show them. I had no idea what I was doing when I came to Korea. I had no idea what I was doing when I moved from Philly to Atlanta. To be perfectly honest with you, yeah, didn't quite know. Had I realized that hot wings wouldn't taste the same, probably wouldn't have done it. But hello, here I am. Yeah, hot wings. FYI, hot wings, they're not the same. You can find some chicken wings, but they ain't the same. But it's okay. You know what I'm saying. Um, and there were some parts of me that felt a little guilty, you know, leaving certain family members. And I was just like, am I doing the right thing? And what my leap of faith taught me is that no matter what, it'll all work out for your good. And because you chose to walk away from the known and serve me, I got your back. And you understand what I'm talking about. And I wasn't sure. I just didn't know what to expect at all. I didn't know whether I had made the right decision. And I was just like, okay, well, you got to try. And the only time you fail is when you stay stagnant and when you don't grow and when you don't learn. And in this moment, I'm learning to just love me for who I am, for everything that I've, learned. And any mistakes I've made, so what? Shake it off. Because I wasn't sure. And each step that I took, I just wasn't sure. And I was just like, am I doing something wrong? Am I doing, you know what that is? That's something that's just because you don't know any better, you convince yourself that you must be doing something wrong. When in reality, you're learning. And that's what life is all about. So just let go of all the fear, the frustration, the worry of what you're leaving behind. And know that in this moment, you're moving forward the way you're supposed to. Be encouraged and stand strong. Um, let every day just work itself out. I didn't always know what every day was bringing me leading up to that point. And, what the amazing thing was, I just basically gave everything away and just said, all right, God, I trust you. So now it's like that, oh, okay, 2 months left. What's next? And what he's teaching me now is finishing strong where you are. So wherever you're at in that moment, just finish strong. Finish strong. Stay guarded. Don't worry about anything. Don't look to your left or to your right. Don't worry about what anybody is thinking about you. You look forward, tunnel vision, and you go on with your path. Um, the way people perceive you is their reality, not yours. Okay, so be encouraged in that because I know leaving family can be tough. So you're not really sure. You know what I mean? You got that tug of war. But a lot of times it's just a unknown thing. So you're a little fearful, especially if it's your first time. But I remember, wanting to be in the military a few years ago and saying, I want to travel. And you never know how that will come, but it'll show up. And when it does, you just accept it. And the most important thing to take from moving forward is, what has God called me to be? What, excuse me. Ooh, ladies don't belch like this. They belch like that. But I'm sorry. So, what has God called me to be? And, I was watching this movie maybe a week and a half ago called It's Our Time. And nobody really understood, why that situation happened in the movie. And as I'm watching, it's like, you know what? It's because we forget that we're not called to do something as much as we are called to be something. And once I realized that, it was like, Maya, this isn't about you teaching at all. This has nothing to do with the actual occupation. It's what I called you to be. And if I called you to be a light to the world, then that's what you do. You be a light to the world. And you'll learn how to do that. And at first, I wasn't sure if this was a missions trip because I wasn't, quote unquote, helping what we perceive as missions, which is like people going through things and people. And then it was just like, why do you think that? That's what you've heard and seen all your life, so that's what you think. But a true missions trip is just planting your feet wherever God takes you and being a light in that moment and staying that way. So be encouraged, be strong, love yourself through it. Don't worry, you'll cry. Yes, I what's that Ayala Banzan book yesterday? I cried. You will, because that's just a part of the process. And the beautiful thing about it is you cry, you have a moment, and you say, get yourself together, and you move forward because you know what you're doing is right. All right, so be encouraged in letting go. Bye.